10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Brown in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. From the gun, Murray. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Powering his way forward. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted. Challenge. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
There's a throw, and now it's taken in by his tight end. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
1st down, Denver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now Lawrence. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they'll turn the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Broncos will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 16 carries, 76 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They go play action with Lawrence. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. 23 yards to pick up there.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Lawrence going to throw again. Well, he'll find Hall. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Ferguson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 14-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Shotgun now from Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, we didn't run all this season because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Murray running left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They get into the ground round of boots for the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And that one makes it 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. So, Joe, as we talk about this offense, how well they've played, I mean, the defense too, really, but they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Titan football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. They'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here. And they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Play fake. Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. But the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
All again on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10 now, it's Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. As long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest...
It's going to be intercepted. Jared Stingley picks it, and a half the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Lawrence's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, Redmond Hall. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Brown. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Murray. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being big.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 43-yard
Now
line.
Lawrence. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Denver.
Straight ahead is Hall. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here now, 2nd and 4. Lawrence. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 18. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to go down at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown. Chad Ferguson with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Titans 7.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray now. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll get this out to Kamara. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Khalil Shakir, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Matthew Stafford's thrown a touchdown pass. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know the perfections in different ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach. And that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Hall. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down try. It's knocked away and incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now Lawrence on first down. Touchdown, Broncos. Elijah Moore from 13 yards out. And the Broncos So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 24. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Murray now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they take on a pair here deficit a big one. And it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check. He has found the end zone once, but boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
On second down, Lawrence looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I love the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes. As that throw tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This is moving a little bit from back on their heels, but they have a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now this one was tight end out on the right side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Paul will get up the middle. And they will only muster a
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Moore. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence to throw. This is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Oh, we got their defense rattled.
From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Basham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. When someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that would be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
All right, defense. All right, defense. Let's go.
They'll run with Hall. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Basham getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. There's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Lawrence will throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a give to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When you play really good run defense, when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, the guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, Lawrence. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the draw, here's Lawrence. And he is into the end zone for the Denver touchdown. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
41. Titans 15.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans! Chigacancro, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Ball again. Shifts by him. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 19-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6.
At the 23-yard line.
Murray now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Murray to air it out again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A handoff for Hall. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team, because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, There was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
That is caught, and he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jalen Davis.
To throw is Murray.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Byron Young, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run. It's Hall. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Hall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. It is caught by Shaheed. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 12-yard line.
Lawrence. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
One more time with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Breece Hall. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Jared Stingley picks it, and the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get